Hello and welcome back to a new episode of YouTube Plays StarCraft 2. We're going to be doing the same thing as last week, as we didn't quite get enough games with that. It felt like everyone kind of enjoyed that, and I kind of enjoyed that. So we're going to be mainly focusing on Stalker Disruptor again. This time we'll have a PvP. Let's see what we can do here. So we're just gonna open up with some standard 4 stalker stuff. Maybe try to get, or maybe 3 stalker, 1 sentry. Try to get some kind of map control. Basically go from there. Oh, what the hell is he doing? Oh, you lad? He was trying to steal my gases or what? This is a very fast scout. Even faster than a regular cannon rush actually. Which is odd. Just gonna keep following him. If he wants to scout me very fast. Oh, but I said even faster than a regular cannon rush, my friend. I didn't say please cannon rush me with all the power that you have. I think I might have just lost to a 5.4k play. Oh my god, he just did that? What the hell? I'm pretty sure I'm just freaking dead. I can't believe he managed to pull that one on me. That was a fast one. I think I've lost. Oh, he actually needed those 2 pylons very badly. Yeah, we definitely lost. Oh, it's gonna be painful. And this is why you always warm up one game. So I think we probably could have pulled away our workers and killed the cannon with our stalker, now that I think back of the last 5 seconds of this game. Imagine we're in this situation. And I just attack it initially with my zealot, and then at this point, I already only have 12 workers left though. It's 20 seconds on this. I think I'm still behind. I at least should have tried. Pull it back a bit faster. Then I can just either kill the pylons with my stalker, long distance mine in the meantime. I think it might actually be kind of okay. So people are going to be asking, how do you actually deal with this? Well, you should be a little bit faster than what I was. So if you see a scout that is this fast, the only thing you really are following, like you're still doing your build order, but you just right click with one of your probes on his scout. You think of locations that he can block. To be fair, I wasn't aware that this was a location he could block. And then you just constantly, basically you're selecting probes from where you believe the block might be. So if I think the block might be over here, I select probes from here. And I don't do anything with it. The moment I see a pylon, I just select the probes and click here immediately. Then I just aim move with 6 probes. Because this kind of cannon rush should never work. It's because it's based on reaction speed. But as I just woke up, I'm still a little slow in the head. Well, that's not to do with waking up. That's just my regular state. But yeah, that's how you're supposed to beat it. And what I did was, I took about 3 seconds to respond. And I'm like, oh, wait a second, there's pylons here. And then I kind of lose the game. And at this point, there's honestly not much I can do anymore, I think. You were too slow. And just like that, drunk zealot takes me out. Maybe slightly better focus around the fence. Actually, I think if I have... If he doesn't get the rebuild on this pylon, I think it's also fine. Like, if I get to attack it rather than... Right now he cancels, and then he rebuilds 1 block down, which I think he can always do, so... Yeah. Then I just kind of lose the game. It was well executed by him, honestly. Well executed cannon rush, one that I hadn't seen before, one that I definitely didn't expect. Oh, I can't see how much MMR I'm losing. I'm not sure why. Maybe there's a new season or something. But he got plus 48, so I'm going to be assuming I got about minus 48 or something along those lines. So let's head back into the next game. See what happens there. Hopefully it will go a little bit better. This wasn't quite ideal. Oh, seems like we're getting another Protoss player. And once again, we'll be playing just Stalker Disruptor. Hopefully that will help us a little bit. Or hopefully this time we won't get cannon rushed. Kinda wanna do something similar now, just a good old cannon rush, but you gotta stick to the plan. Stalker Disruptor, till I die. It's always nice when people cannon rush against you. It's like a refresher basically on like how to deal with it and to be vigilant for this kind of stuff. I know for a lot of people they really dislike playing against cannon rushes, but because I'm a competitive player, I much rather face this stuff on ladder than getting surprised by it in a tournament, you know? And sometimes you just kind of forget that a certain strategy exists, or you're not like as focused on it anymore. Like, I obviously know cannon rush exists, it's just I play against it so little that you know, you kind of become lazy against certain things. Like I didn't select the probes at all as he was walking by with his probe. I wasn't really focusing on this probe whatsoever, to be honest. I was just kind of sitting there doing my thing, making sure my build order would be correct. Okay, now we might have another one now. He's a pretty fast cannon rush. The second one of these. We're gonna pull some out of gas, we're gonna pull some more out of gas. Okay. See, now we were a lot faster already. He has a full wall for himself, which obviously isn't the greatest. He might be able to get some stuff on the low ground. We get the salad out on the correct side as well. See, it's funny that I never play against scanners, now I play 2 in a row. This is kind of how you do it. Like fast, proper reaction, clear thinking. Very important to not forget to build your second pylon. Cancel your probe in order to not get supply blocked with the zealot as well. You see, it's very tight, and that pylon is really important. Pull out a gas, you're never going to need more than 100 gas against this kind of cannon rush. Because you're not going to get a tech structure anytime soon. It's all focused on mineral count, like maybe you need batteries. You just need enough gas for first 2 stalkers, sometimes even just 1 stalker is enough. So pull out a gas, you don't need that. Use those probes. And then you got it. Funny that this happens twice in a row. Interesting. Well, plenty of time left to play a couple of other games then. He only gets minus 16, so yeah, I think I'm going to be around 6-3 MMR. 6-4 maybe even. We might be able to actually see it because there's only 2 matches remaining, and at the speed we're currently playing the matches, I think we might be able to fit 12 games in this episode. No, we got Cougar again, so once again we'll be looking at perhaps a cannon rush. It's also possible, of course, he was a 5.4k player and then switched account. It's not that uncommon for people to make an account purely for one strategy or a certain style, because it can be kind of difficult to change styles on the spot. Like, I always kind of struggle with this, but sometimes it feels very easy for me to imitate another person or to imitate a certain style if I just completely play in that style on that account, and then once you feel very comfortable with it, then you can take it to like your main account, or you can take it into tournaments and stuff like that. Like sometimes I'll struggle in a matchup, but you always, like most people at least, they do what they think is best, right? I'll always try to do what I think is best, and I won't do too well in a matchup. And then if you just copy someone else, even though you don't really believe in the style, and you like really pretend to be that person, playstyle wise, can actually help a lot. So like maybe this guy's trying to copy like one of the cannon rushers, like trying to really get into their mindset, just a full cannon rushing account. And then when you do it on your main account, where you're not really known as a cannon rusher, that might work out a lot better, you know? I obviously saw you, mate. Like, you always, by the way, should scout as well. It's gonna cannon rush me again. Okay, so this is a spot that I'm worried about. It's kind of tense, no? Doesn't look to be a cannon rush. And you might be thinking, well, this is really expensive following the probe, but him scouting earlier is just as expensive. So it's not actually a big deal. It's actually more expensive for him than this was for me. So, yeah, I'm not too worried about that kind of stuff. Hey, what the hell? What are you doing, Chief? Oh, he's got a full wall here, hey? Single unit, warp gates being researched, second unit very late. Means he got a stack before his second unit. Could be a Stargate. Wait 1 second. Alright, now that we got everything fixed. Kinda lost my train of thought, but that's okay. Probably wasn't something too interesting anyway. As I believe this is going to be... Well, in my mind this is going to be some kind of... Stargate. It's not going to be anything aggressive. Unit timing doesn't quite time out, so being in the main base isn't wrong. I just keep this here. Pylon gives vision of the low ground in case there's anything going to the main, and we...
Research complete.
Nice. Pretty much what I expected. That's not really even considered a surprise. So we get Twilight Forge, then we'll go into Disruptor. This is going to be kind of a rough game for him. Now the nice thing for him is that he managed to do a 2-gate expand with what I assume to be purely 2 units, or maybe even just 1 unit. So he's going to have pretty decent eco as well. I don't like the battery here. I think it's useless. He should have just been a bit braver.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
He's only playing single Oracle, so I'm gonna be completely fine dealing with this, honestly. Yeah, come on. Keep coming in, mate. See what happens to you. Kinda wanna play just 3 gas temporarily. Usually if you play 3 gas Stalker, you get a very late robotics facility. You go 4-gate. Come on, mate. What are we doing here? So you play it like this. Then you get a 3rd base very quickly. I'll do like this, actually. He has a nice Oracle control, though. He's very, very active with it. Could actually have a stalker in my mineral line over here. We're getting pretty close to having blink though, so it's time for messing about with an Oracle is kind of over, I think. Yeah. We can get a 4th gas at this point. You don't really need to though. Because this isn't a very gas intensive build. People always think, wow, you're gonna be so gas intensive if you play Stalker Disruptor, but actually it's not quite the case. Like, you can do it just fine of like 4 gas 60 workers or like 3 gas 55 workers or so. And everything's gonna work out pretty nicely. He's playing Blink as well. He's actually on the map currently. Okay, we need to be very careful now. He has what, 5 gates? We only have 4. We are in the supply block of a lifetime as well. This is a really big supply block. Oh my god.
Your warriors have engaged
I have no clue how he managed to survive here.
Base is under attack.
I'm blinking, my G.
Depleted.
Don't want to be moving into a concave. We're moving into a concave now. Exactly what we didn't want to be doing. We might have just lost. The supply block was really painful. We should have just stayed on 2 base after that supply block. And we realized he was... he kept attacking into us. Okay, so... we're gonna need to do something very well here. Well, that didn't go quite as well as I hoped it would. Actually, that didn't go well at all. Not sure who I'm kidding. Maybe we can still go back with good disruptor play. He probably will be getting +2 before me. Ah, that was a really bad supply block. It was a supply block for 25-30 seconds. I think I could have had 8 more stalkers against that initial push. So I wasn't really lacking money too much. Also my scouting was a bit poor. But that happens to the best. I'm not gonna complain about that. We can play like this actually. You know what we can do? We can play like this. Wow, this is gonna be such a rough game. I can feel that already, but that's okay. The rough games are what makes you a better player. If you just win every game in the early game, where's the fun in that? Okay, well, he figured it out, obviously. You're like, wait a second, you're not expanding at all. Kinda want to see what the chief is up to as well. I want to full wall this eventually, and we're just going to be playing the bottom side of this map. That's the nice thing about this map is, if the top side fails, you can always go to the bottom side. I think he's also doing that though. He probably already has that base. No, he doesn't. Might be taking the gold tank. TT is not necessarily a bad call in this case either. For neither player, by the way. I'm gonna be heavily struggling if he gets the third base. Oh, I see him. See that? Does he realize? Wait, this is the play.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Come on, mate. Can I just push him away into this, maybe? I try my best, you know? Can't do more than my best. Oh, this being mined. It's very nice. Okay, he might blink forward another time. Okay, now that this is open, I'm going in with a DT. I'm also gonna try find some stuff on the top side of the map. It seems unlikely to me. He doesn't have anything there. I have no clue what he's doing, but I'm just gonna get more and more cannons. We see this thing over here. I'm so scared, it's insane. I feel like there's a good amount of stalkers. I don't quite understand what he's doing though. Oh, it's easy to say, but it's never the same.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
I guess I kinda like the way... What the hell is he doing? Does he have a base up here? So we're gonna kill that base. I really was ready to leave as well in this game. I thought I was super dead. That's DTs.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
That is DTs. What the hell?
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
How many DTs does he have?
Your warriors have engaged the mineral field defeated.
Slightly too many. If he recalls, we recall as well. Oh, you see stuff here? That's DTs. I have absolutely no clue what he's doing. But I saw so many DTs over there. I saw them. I know where they are.
Base is under attack. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
I lost my detection.
Mineral field. Vespine geyser exhausted.
His DT blink as well. I thought I was gonna absolutely destroy his stuff. Doesn't really seem to be the case.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Nice. I've never seen this before. This is the weirdest game I've played in a long time.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Can we just base trade? I think we just can, honestly. So, look at this. We're gonna be pushing out with this. Oh, what the hell?
Research complete.
I'm so nervous.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Okay, we see him move over here. Whoop. Get one more of these. Disruptors really putting in some work, obviously. Yeah, I still have some detection. GG. This was the weirdest game I've played in my life. He had 3k in the bank. He just didn't know how to macro. He had 3-2 upgrades as well. He was in a way better spot there. I can't believe he proxied the base. It's like he was playing beating Grandmaster with stupid stuff. Damn, it was some stupid stuff, that's for sure. So here there was a couple of supply blocks that were pretty painful, I think. So he played 6 gate blink, but also 4 gas, which is a bit odd. You don't see that a lot. You see why you don't see it a lot is because he's just flooding so much gas. It's also, yeah. Just mass blink stalker that only requires 3 gas. Still floating 500-600 gas. So I was a bit surprised by his move. Now, here we both have 10 stalkers. I mean, I have 4 gates done already. Problem is I'm getting supply block at 77 out of 70 or 78 for a very long time. Then I think I had another supply block after. Oh no, it was just that one. So yeah, then it's just pretty bad for me. I also should have gotten an immortal instead of a disruptor initially, I think. Immortal with +1 3-shot stalker, so would have done a lot of damage. Maybe just slightly more stuff than me. Just slightly, and I don't have reinforcements at this base. So I just lose that fight. Then I should have lost the game, but for some reason I managed to win, so that's good. Once again, no Terran or Protoss yet today. We'll play... Nah, okay. No more. Alright, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you did enjoy today's video with 3 PvPs, of which 2 were cannon rushes. I don't make the rules either, boys. I'm sorry, I hit the ladder button. And I want to play some Stalker Disruptor again, because... we didn't get any games against Zerg and Terran last week, but we didn't get any this week either. So I think this will be the last week I'm playing some Stalker Disruptor. If you have any new suggestions for build orders you want me to play, please leave them in the format of 1 build for PvT, 1 build for PvZ, and 1 build for PvP. That way it will be easy for me to execute. And I'll try my best to do it, my friends. I really will try my best to do it. So... thanks everyone for watching. Please subscribe to this channel. Don't forget I have a second channel as well. It is in the description down below, where I cast a game daily of high-level StarCraft 2. So have a look at that if you haven't yet. And otherwise, I'll see you all next time. Tomorrow is the new Casually Explained video, where I coach him in mainly PvZ. We recorded it last Tuesday, I believe, or last Monday. No, last Tuesday. So I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty funny. He's pretty funny. He scripted some jokes this time. So yeah. There's that. I hope you all enjoyed it, and see you next time. Bye bye.